By the end of this video, I'm going to have you so confident in yourself, so confident in you posting online, and so confident in you not giving a fuck about people hating and judging you. So I've had a social media online presence for a few years now, and I have gone through my fair share of hate. And actually, I do get asked this quite often. How do I deal with putting myself out there online? How do I deal with getting judged? How do I deal with getting hate? And I'm going to answer these for you. Basically, to put it as simply as I possibly can, I had to stop giving a fuck about what other people think of me. I had to stop seeking approval and validation external of myself. Because at the end of the day, if you still care about what other people think about you, that's where that's coming from. It's you still seeking and needing external validation, needing external approval of who you are and what you want to do in life. One of the things that you have to understand is that people are always going to judge and hate on people. It doesn't matter what you do. You could act like a freaking saint. Somebody out there is still going to hate on you. Somebody out there is still going to judge you. Somebody out there is still going to be like, oh, she's fake, she's blah, 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 whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Think of anybody that you look up to that's successful, whether it's an artist, whether it's a musician, whether it's an author. It doesn't matter. I can guarantee you, no matter how much support and love that they also have people on the other side that can't stand them, that hate them, that want to see them fail, because it's inevitable. And that's just the sad reality of humanity, because you know what? We don't vibe with everybody. I'm sure that there's people out there that you watch or that you've come across or that you've seen that you're just like, I don't like their music, or I don't like whatever they're doing. And that's fine. And obviously it's okay to do that. You don't have to like everybody out there. You don't have to vibe with everybody out there. And unfortunately, some people just don't know how to accept that and just say, oh, I don't like Elise's content. Scroll on. You know, some people have to hate because that's just how they are. And you have to understand that when somebody is hating, when somebody is judging that harshly, it's always a projection of within. It's always a projection of how they feel internally, because no happy person is sitting there hating. I'm telling you right now, no happy person is hating and judging on people for the stupidest things. So you have to understand where these people that are hating you and judging you are coming from. They're coming from their own limited perception, their own limited beliefs. They are limited in where they can see the world and how they can see the world, and they project that onto you and other people. See, putting yourself out there online is seen as something where it's really brave to do, because we know that the world can be ruthless. We know that there's people out there that are always going to hate, always going to judge, always going to be mean, you know. We know that. And putting yourself out there is a brave thing to do, because it's you saying, you know what, this is who I am. And you either like it or you don't. And what you need to do when you are posting yourself online, so whether you want to start being a content creator, whether you want to promote your business, you know, obviously with these days, social media, businesses work and operate a little bit differently. For the most part, we like to see the face behind a business. So it is encouraged to post yourself. You don't have to, obviously, to have a business, but for the most part, you post yourself to promote your business, to talk about your business. And you have to put yourself out there and just say, this is me. This is who I am. But the most important thing is to focus on what you actually want to achieve by posting yourself online rather than the haters. Because the haters will always be the minority, even though they might seem loud and they might feel loud, especially if you are more insecure, especially if you are just starting out. You know, sometimes the hate can sound louder than the love. But it is really important to focus on the love, on what it is that you're actually doing, why it is that you're posting online. Focus on the fact that, you know, say if you're posting a business, yeah, there might be 5 out of 10 people who don't like it, and that's okay. But you're not posting for those people. So focus on who you are posting for, why you're posting, and having a really strong why will help you stay grounded in yourself, help you stay confident in yourself, because you're focusing on that. Instead of sitting there and scrolling through your hate comments and being like, oh, Bethany hates me because of this and that. You're focusing on the fact that you're helping somebody, or you're reaching something to somebody else out there, or maybe you're providing a product or a service that's making somebody feel good, or that's helping them or making their life easier, or whatever it is, right? You need to focus on that aspect of it over the hate. Because like I said before, if everybody focused on the hate and they didn't put themselves out there, we wouldn't have musicians, we wouldn't have artists, we wouldn't have authors, we wouldn't have anybody out there, because everybody would be afraid to share their truth. Like, you wouldn't even know your favorite artist, your favorite songs. You wouldn't get to dance to your favorite songs. You wouldn't get to listen to your favorite books or read your favorite books, whatever it is. If those people hadn't put their fears aside and realized that there's going to be people that are going to connect with their book or their music or whatever it is, and that's what's important. Not the 1% of people that go, oh, this book is shit or this music sucks, because that's always going to exist, right? Like, there's music I don't like. That shouldn't stop those type of artists for putting themselves out there and making that type of music just because I don't listen to it or because I don't like that type of music. And if you're sitting there like, Elise, you probably haven't had hate, you're probably not dealing with hate in the same capacity. Let me tell you, I have. Okay, I've been online, chronically online, way before even TikTok existed. Okay, I was posting on YouTube, I was posting on Instagram before even TikTok existed. So that's how long I've been posting. And I've had my fair share of hate comments. I've had people absolutely hate my message. I've had people hate my looks, call me fat, say I'm ugly, all of the things. I'm telling you, all of the things. I've had people recently make an entire account dedicated to hating me. And let me tell you, it is so much more of a reflection on them than it is on me. And the thing is with people who hate, like I said, hurt people. We all know that. About bullies in school, whatever it is, we all know that people who bully other people, they're damaged in the inside. They're hurt on the inside. They have traumas. They have their own things going on. And fortunately for me, I've been lucky enough to actually know some of the people who have hated on me. And I have, in fact, known that. I have known that they struggle with a lot in their life. They've gone through a lot of traumas. And for that, I'm grateful, because it's given me the perspective to be able to understand why they are the way that they are, why they're projecting this hate onto me. And I know we don't always get that, because obviously when you're getting anonymous hate comments and all of that, you're not going to know who that person is. But you have to understand that even if you don't know them, it's very obvious that that person is projecting something that they're feeling on the inside onto you. And they're just using you as a target. That's it. That's all you have to think of it like. And the way to truly not allow hate to get to you, because at the end of the day, look, like, we're human, okay? And I'm not saying to turn off your emotions and to become stone hard cold, because yeah, obviously hearing negative things about you is not great. Like, it's not a fantastic thing to read. But the way to truly not care about people hating on you and the hate comments and whatever else comes your way is being really true to yourself, really confident in who you are. And that can be confident in who you are as a person, how you look, what you're doing, what you're offering, your business. Because the more you feel confident in what it is that you're doing, the message that you're bringing out there into the world, the product or the service that you're providing, the more you're not going to allow these hate comments to get to you. Because why would you? If you know that your product or service is good, right? Why would you care that people are saying that your service is not good, or that your product is not good or not useful or whatever it is, not worth it? Because there's always a market out there for you. I mean, Gucci exists. Gucci is successful, and it's the same shit as Target. It's just got a different label on it. So there's always going to be someone out there that's going to want your product, or that's going to want to listen to your advice, or that's going to want to hear what it is that you have to say. And as somebody who posts a lot of controversial stuff, I can tell you right now that I have a vast difference of opinions coming my way. I share what I've gone through. I share my controversial opinions, and I throw out statements out there that can be pretty wild. And I get that a lot of people, they hear that and they see that and they say, you're crazy, this is not true, she's spreading misinformation, she's that and she's this and she's that. And that's, you know what, that's their opinion, that's their perception. But I do also have a lot of people who thank me for sharing what I've shared, thank me in my messages, in my comments, and say, you changed my perspective on this, or I started doing this and it helped me. And that's who I do it for. And that's why I say it's important to focus on why you're doing it, why you're posting yourself online, because that will always bring you back to you caring a lot more about that than the few people that are going to hate you. And if it's about your looks, then it's a really tough one to go through. I understand, because getting yourself picked apart online, it's not fun. You know, you post yourself online, and like for me, as an example, I post everything. I post me crying, I post my insecurities, I post everything, because I've always been a really open and honest and upfront content creator with you guys. I've always just wanted to be able to share my life as it is. I've never wanted to display or curate this perfect looking life and like I've got all my shit together or anything like that. I've always wanted to be truly open and honest with you guys. And with that, obviously, I share myself, I share my body. So it's open to criticism. You know, people will see my stretch marks more. They'll see all the little insecurities, the blemishes, whatever it is, right? Because I'm posting myself authentically. I don't use filters. I don't, try to hide these things. And the reason why I do that is also to help normalize it all, to help share it with you guys and go, you know what? Look, I'm not perfect and I'm still showing up online. And I hope that only encourages other people to see that and to do that as well. Because no one's perfect. No one's perfect. At the end of the day, I don't care. You can look at somebody and be like, oh my God, they're so this and they're so that. But that person probably is also really insecure about this and that and that. And when it comes to looks, it's honestly a really own personal individual journey to self-love, to really loving and accepting yourself for the way that you are, exactly as you are, And I know that can be hard in today's day with the beauty standards and all the bodies being on different trends. And there's always just something out there, especially towards women, making us hate ourselves and making us want to change ourselves and do all this shit. And I can understand that can be really hard because social media doesn't necessarily make it easy. For the most part, there are a lot of influencers that post their perfect looking bodies and always run the perfect looking angles. And it's easy to judge ourselves, compare ourselves to these people. And one of the most beautiful things I heard a very long time ago that helped me a lot with self-love was viewing ourselves as different types of flowers and understanding that we're all different, we're all unique, and we're all special. So a rose is beautiful and a sunflower is also beautiful. The sunflower being beautiful doesn't take away from the rose being beautiful. It's just a different type of flower. And understanding that we are all beautiful and unique and perfect exactly the way that we were created, and embracing that is truly what actually makes you beautiful. Like, I'm sure that there's people out there that you've come across that you might not necessarily find attractive, but other people find attractive, or maybe they're just very confident. They put themselves out there and they're attracting people who are attracted to them. And do you know what that comes from? Is confidence. Because it doesn't matter at the end of the day what you look like. You could be the most conventionally unattractive person to the beauty standard, let's just say, because I don't believe that anybody is ugly. But let's just say that you find somebody that's like whatever it is to you that you would not find attractive. It doesn't matter because their confidence is what makes them attractive. Especially when you've kind of matured past caring just about physical looks, because confidence, it brings out like an aura, it's about the energy more than just my looks, right? Because, look, I'm just an average looking gal. Like, if you want to take me at face value, beauty standardly, like I'm just an average gal, but I have confidence and I carry myself with confidence. And I feel like that is what makes me attractive, or at least appear attractive, because at the end of the day, I don't care about being attractive to other people. And this takes me back to the start of the video where I say, do not care and seek external validation and approval from other people. I don't care if you find me attractive or not. It does not bother me. First of all, there is so much more to life than physical looks. And that's a whole nother topic that I won't get into today, but we are so conditioned and programmed and consumed with caring about how we look. It is programmed into us. Our beauty standard pushes us onto us. Our society pushes it onto us. Probably our even freaking parents, for the most part, pushes it onto us. Everyone and their fucking dog cares about what they look like. Actually, dogs don't really care about what they look like, but you know what I mean. I think the secret is honestly to just stop caring. Stop caring about getting other people to like you. Stop caring about trying to be attractive to other people. Stop caring about other people's opinions of you and if they're going to judge you and if they're going to think that your opinion and your whatever it is that you're sharing online is crazy, because that's them and that's fine. You're not posting yourself for them. You're posting yourself online for the why that you set yourself for. You're posting yourself online for you. You're posting yourself online to share yourself authentically. And you know what? That's fucking brave. You're posting yourself online to help other people, to share your perception, to share your perspective on things. And that will help other people in some way. You're not here to be liked. Do you know how many people don't like me? So many people don't like me. So many people don't like me. Check out the entire witch talk community. I'm telling you right now, they don't like me. So many people don't like me, and that's okay, because I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here seeking approval from a random stranger online that I've never met, I don't care about, and is probably living a miserable life. I think we focus too much as a society on perfectionism, and that stops us. That holds back so many people from chasing their dreams, putting themselves out there online, from whatever it is that you want to do, because you're so afraid of not being perfect and not being liked by every single person. And the more you dismantle the reason why you even care and seek other people's opinions and approvals and validation anyway, and the more that you become secure in who it is that you are, becoming more authentically yourself, becoming so confident in who you are and your message and what it is that you want to bring to the world, the more you're not going to care about what people say about you, what people think about you, what people judge you for, because you're here to do you. This life is meant to be lived for you. You're living your life right now, not somebody else, not some stranger on the internet, not your family, not your friends. You're living life for you. This is your life. And it's up to you what you want to do with it. It's up to you how you want to live it. And for everybody that doesn't like what you're doing, so be it. You have to be okay with letting people go. You have to be okay with letting the hate comments come and understand that that's just going to be a part of it, and focus on the love that you're getting instead. Because trust me, putting yourself out there online, yeah, it's not easy at the start. And you'll find that a lot of the people that you thought were going to support you are not going to support you. And you'll see that you'll get hate comments and you'll see that you'll get judged. And that's okay. Again, it's a part of the process. It's about unraveling yourself. And it's a beautiful process, because with that, you only become more authentically yourself. You only become more confident in who you are, and you're okay to stand alone, because you'd rather stand alone for a period of time and actually attract the people in your life that are meant to be in your life than have the people around you that you might have just kept around because you had attachments, you were people pleasing, you were afraid of being alone. And I get that. It's the case for a lot of us. But putting yourself out there online, it will teach you a lot. Not only about the world and other people, but about yourself. So I really hope that after listening to this, you are going to pick up the camera and you are going to film yourself doing whatever it is that you want to do handstands, share your business, speak your truth, whatever it is. And I hope that you do that confidently, because you deserve to express yourself. You deserve to put yourself out there. You deserve to be heard, and the right people will listen. Always. I'm telling you. And it is always worth it. It might not feel like it at the start, but the right people out there, they're ready to listen to you. They're ready to hear you. So be open to receiving it. Be open to receiving the love and the abundance that can come from posting yourself online. And as for the hate, it is what it is. Remember that it's got nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Anyway, if you're going to post something after this, then I want to see. So tag me, share it with me. I want to see, I want to support you. And I'll see you in my next video. Blessings.